Now today I've got a haul. Before I go into the haul, I did actually spend quite a bit of time when I came home from a holiday from Norfolk editing my videos because I just didn't get round to it when we was away. Plus, normally I do when we're away, but I didn't take the laptop this time, and unlike when we go away in our caravan, our touring caravan, we normally relax in the evening and everything, and it used to give me time to actually edit videos and everything, but that was another thing due to the fact we were at the clubhouse. I do excuse the lighting. I've tried to find somewhere where it's decent lighting. It keeps coming over dull and everything, so I'm hoping this is going to be okay. But you're not actually come on to see me, you come to see my mixed haul. Now I will say this is over a period of time. I've got the haul that I'm sort of putting all together from pieces I bought when we was away in Norfolk, a few things across the board as well. I must admit I have shopped at the Iceland Food Warehouse, Lidl and Asda for food, but I haven't included those when we've been out and about, done it on a loop. I've explained this before to stop wasting time, energy and also fuel. So very often that just got put away. Plus I've had a rough time since I've been back, just emotionally and everything. So that's another reason why I haven't actually been on camera. But I put a bit of lippy on this morning, and yeah, my hair needs cutting, so I've just sort of rolled it up and it's on top of my head. So yeah, and I've just got one of my older t-shirts on, but I do like this one, this like leopard print. Yeah, I made an effort. I've done my basics each day since we've been back. I got one or two hot spots, one being in the dining room. As I said previously, I like to keep my dining room cleared, but once it's cleared, it doesn't stay clear for very long. And then it sort of, the clutter increases. You'll see a picture, I don't know if it'd be before this segment or right at the end, but I wanted to get this haul finally done so which I can put my stuff away. Right, the only thing I'm going to include from Lidl, and this is 2 visits to Lidl, is I have actually done a review on the slush puppy, but I did go and purchase a second one. So they were $9.99 each. Comes with the 2 beakers, the inner, the lid, the straw and everything like that, and the solution. So that's those. So I've got 2 of those. They were $9.99 from Lidl. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I've done a review previously. I don't do many reviews, but when I find something that I like or my family like my son Daniel, then I will include it. I think I did one with Shark Hoover when I had that. Probably I will even put reviews up of things that I don't like, but I'm more passionate, obviously, the items that I've tried, tested, and no, I get no sort of payback on that and everything. It's just done on my own back. So I'm going to start, I think, with the stuff that I actually purchased from Norfolk. So this is the first pile. This is all from the works. We were in a heat wave and I was basically Christmas shopping. I'm keeping my costing down even more this year for financial reasons as well. But I do tend to like buying items, whether it's for myself, it was used to be for hobby, and both my sons, my daughter-in-law, granddaughter, that sort of thing. Things that can be done either as a family or just a bit of downtime, rather than necessarily watching TV all the time, especially over Christmas, because that's when majority of family members do have time over Christmas. So I'm going to start, as I said, a whole pile here. I did really well. This was actually 2 trips in Great Yarmouth to the works, so I'm just putting it all together. We went the first day on the Friday when we was waiting for you know, we spent the day in Yarmouth before we went to our Havenside and swimming and into the caravan and clubhouse and everything like that. So we tend to do that. So, and then I wanted to go back, which we went back, I think, on the Monday. So I'm going to start with a few items. As I said, they've all sort of got a theme here. So the first one I've got is for my eldest son. Like I said, I've bought activities. This is the Fearless Fighters colouring book. It retails at $7.99. They were selling it for £5 in the works. Then it went on sale for £1.50 in the works, down to 50 pence. So I thought, you know, and you're going to find out there's a lot of DC and Marvel things that I tend to purchase as well. So it's just like sort of an activity book for, yeah, maybe an older child to an adult, and it's got some puzzles in there. I just thought it's something that you can put down on the coffee table, if you know what I mean. I do this around our home as well. And to go with that, although I know they must have a lot of felt tips, crayons and pencils because of our granddaughter, I thought I'd include these. These were originally £5. Then I think they were down to £2.50, then down to £1. And this is Bold Mirror, I think you pronounce it, 12 colour pencils. And these were £1. So £1.50. And I've got a little gift like that. I do have a collection of Blu-ray movies to go with it, and I'll probably explain this again. I tend to do like a box of biscuits or say chocolates along with the DVD, and I've got I'm trying to get some more of those spin the thing, and you got the jelly beans, and some of them are revolting things and things like that. So again, I'm trying to get a mixture of things. Not so much ornaments as such, I don't think. I'm trying to get things that I'm hoping will be used. So that's the first item. I'm not going to jolt the camera. Now this one might be a little bit too old for my granddaughter, but I bought it anyway. Might keep it up for next year, but I'm going to include it in this. It was originally, as I said, this is all the works. It was originally £4, then it was reduced down to something else, then it was reduced down to £1.50. It's 300 pieces, and it's Our Bodies Systems. So I thought this would be a good educational piece. Again, I may keep this up for next year. I might look into it a little bit more. All it says is 0 to, obviously crossed out 0 to 3, but it's something I can do with her, or if I give it to her for Christmas, her parents can do with it, and they can talk about parts of the body and everything. So yeah, so I just thought that was handy. Sometimes I get these pieces and keep them up, as long as it's not non-perishable. If it's non-perishable, sorry, not perishable, non-perishable, so that I can store them up for a later date. I am so tired. I'm hoping my bags under my eyes don't so I might have to go and see my GP eventually, but yeah, been worse since we've been back again. Right, another thing, this was originally £5, then I think it was £2.50, then down to £1.50, just a little something. Dino Bake, is it called? Yeah, so that's what the contents is. So it's got cookie cutters, 10 cupcake liners, volcano cup stand, 7 pieces of coloured paper, guidebook, 3 paper straws, and 2 balloons. So I thought it was one of those activities. Obviously, it doesn't include the cookie mix and that, but I know they do a lot of baking. So like I said, it was £1.50. So I thought it was one of those activities. Again, I'm putting it in with my gift cupboard because I can either give it to her this Christmas, or even because I tend to have baking goods in, or we can do it and we can have a dino party sort of thing as an activity. Anything to keep costing down, because especially when the winter comes and everything, you know, you don't always want to go out if the weather's bad. But so I said £1.50. I thought that was really good for all that. Anyway, I've paid more than that for cut cases before. So yeah, and I've said this before, I have done it in the past, like a little apron, rolling pin and things like that. And I even tend to buy those, especially from B&M, they're really reasonable, is the cupcake and the cookie mixes. And you can get those really reasonable. I've even got the little bottle jars as well, especially Halloween and Easter time, and it's got everything in it. I think you just add sort of water or something, or an egg or something to the mixture. Right, this one I think is going to be more for my daughter-in-law. It's Being Positive. I'm just showing you the back first of all. This was originally £5, then I think it was £2.50, then down to £1.50. The Power of Being Positive, all-in-one positive colouring kit, includes 500-piece colour-in jigsaw, colouring book and 6 colouring pens. Again, £1.50. So like my eldest son's got that colouring book and pencils, and I've got this for my daughter-in-law. So this is it. So I thought for £1.50, as I said, activities. And I know for a fact my daughter-in-law loves painting, colour by numbers and colouring. So I know that she will like that. Like I said, I've got to keep my costing down, but I wanted to get a few little trinket bits, but I wanted them to be useful. This is another one for my daughter-in-law. There's the back while I read it out. This was originally £7. I think it was down to £3.50, then down to £1.50. Marble painting kit. Discover a calming, mindful hobby with the marble painting crafting kit. Perfect for creating gifts and decor for your home. And there we are. It's 5 times marbling projects inside. So now I will put a declaration. I haven't been into work since we've been home. I don't know if this is all across the board. I've noticed stock can differ from branch to branch. Like I said, I may try a couple of the works where we live and just see. But yeah, it was £7 down to £1.50. So I thought, well, as I said, those two, and there's a third one which I'm going to share now, that's for my daughter-in-law. So obviously I've got her a few little bits. I tend to do Christmas stockings. I'm really late off the bat getting things sorted. I normally shop all through the year for gifts, but it's just not happened, and I'm not going to dwell on that. I have got 2 of these. I've bought one for myself and one for my daughter-in-law. And I'll just show you this, the back again while I read it. This was originally £5, down to £2.50, then £1.50. The Power of Intuition, Your Inner Wisdom Kit, 96-page book, 48 oracle cards. And there we are. So I just thought, you know, just a little something to go. So that like 3 activities for my daughter-in-law, and I think I will have about 3, maybe 4 for my granddaughter. So I may look out for something else to go with it for my son. So this is all one family, which may also include, as I said, a tub of sweets and possibly a video or DVD, I should say, Blu-ray, although I have got my son some Blu-rays as well. So all things to do, keep you busy, not all watching TV, but just some other little pieces. Like I said, I bought a second one. I bought one originally for myself, and they were £1.50. This was the first one. I took the actual sticker off, because sometimes you can't. No, I didn't take all the stickers off, sorry. I was seeing if you can get the stickers off, because it's nothing like messing up the packaging. But yeah, so one is for me and one's for my daughter-in-law. I do like those sort of things, and also some of the cards I like including in my planner, diary, things like that. Right, this one I thought wasn't too bad. This was originally £11, Then I think it went down to £7.50, then down to a £5. This is the 3D puzzle Minions. These can work quite expensive. This is for my youngest son, Daniel, who lives at home still with me. He did another one. I can't think what it was now. Simpsons. I think it was a Simpson one. He does like these 3D jigsaws. Funny enough, I've got another one as well that I got from another store that's in this haul. So again, I haven't done a 3D jigsaw in a while. We used to have no end of them and they're so expensive, but we used to sort of, this is years ago when before my boys were born actually, and afterwards, we used to circulate them around the family because some of them used to be 45, 55, 65 pounds. The large 3D ones we've done, I think it's London Bridge, we've done, I think it was Houses of Parliament, we've done, Big Ben was a big one. If I remember at some point, I'll try and find the photographs of that one. We did that for the Millennium. We had it just made, if I remember rightly, for, you know, the Christmas Eve do for the Millennium. So there we are, £5. So that's another one. And then the last one I've got for granddaughter and my son, who one was in Norfolk, just sort of looked at me because I can't actually share it at the moment, maybe some other time I'll video it. What it is, you scan it in this, like with your phone, which we tried it when we was in the caravan, scanned the code there, and it gives you the story. And this is the jigsaw. Bob, the Bogey Fairy puzzle. Yeah, my son kept looking at me and says, is this suitable? So it says, scan the QR code to listen to the story. But I think it's just a bit of fun. 28 pieces is the puzzle. And as you made it up, you can then follow what I understand the puzzle with the story and read the story or listen to it. It was originally £5, then it was £2.50, then it was £1. Just a little bit of fun. I'll leave it to her parents to decide. I might actually... Now I've done this, I might actually collar my daughter-in-law or my son and, you know, just scan this in and let them listen to it to see whether they allow it. Failing that, I can just donate it to the charity shop, but I'm sure it will be okay. She did watch Ricky Kay with us when she came at the weekend because he changed a lot of his act and he was doing a lot of the pumping to his sort of song that he changed for Let It Go, and she was just in stitches. So I'm hoping this may be okay. So I think that actually concludes the works, 2 visits to the works, and that was in Great Yarmouth. Now, when we went on the market in Great Yarmouth, they had like a second-hand store, and actually the stuff was really reasonable. So because we take our PlayStation 4 with us, we tend to take it away even in our own caravan, our touring caravan, but we take it because you can play games on it, you can play Blu-rays, DVDs, the lot, and also we can get Disney Channel through it, through our internet on our phones, we can get Netflix, and we could get Prime, but we tend to just stick with if we're following a series. So on the second-hand store, I just got 3 DVDs. These originally, I think we purchased mostly to watch them, then get rid of them. Out of these 3, we only actually watched one of them. I think this might have been on the Saturday afternoon when we was having a little bit of breather because Daniel wasn't well, obviously right at the start of the holiday. So we got Rush. He didn't think I would watch this, and I did. I actually quite enjoyed this, and he was surprised because he thought this wasn't the sort of thing I would be interested in, but I quite enjoyed this. So this was Rush. I have seen this previously, but anyway, again, the idea was to watch these DVDs, then pass them on, which probably we do. It's Welcome to the Jungle with Dwayne Johnson in, and these are all 50 pence. In fact, this was cheaper than going into Kex, because I used to get a lot of DVDs from Kex. And then Karate Kid with Jackie Chan. Again, another one we've seen. Because I thought even, you know, these three, that one is actually Blu-ray, by the way. I thought even if we watched them, maybe we could have passed them on to somebody on site, but we never did. We only watched that one. I have done this in the past. I don't know whether I've mentioned this, especially when we've been in our touring caravan, we've been in Cornwall. I remember one time I had a lot of, because I've got a whole case as well, plus I had you know, just one big metal case with all my DVDs in that are out of the cases, plus things like this, especially if they're ones that I've picked up from Kex or Car Boots or something that I used to keep in the top sort of cupboard. And I remember once we were sitting now having our barbecue, and I overheard one of the kids next door caravan, and something about they got their DVD player, but don't know whether it was mum or dad forgot to bring their DVDs. Young kids, and I went round because one of the kids was a little bit upset, and I happened to say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to over, and they apologised. They thought it was because the child was actually, you know, sort of disturbing us. And I said, no. I said, don't take this the wrong way. I said, I happened to overhear you said about missing DVDs. I said, if you want DVDs, I said, I've got a few that you can keep, or there's some you can borrow and give us back. But if you want the ones that we are getting rid of, I said, I've got a large variety of different you know, genders and everything. And I said, I've got a lot of sort of animation ones, because as we've been going on, we have the internet, and of course we can get Netflix, Disney and all those, Prime, do you know what I mean? So we don't tend to need so many DVDs. Plus we have a hard drive that has movies on and some series and some bits that our granddaughter likes. And they said, oh, that was lovely. So there I was, decluttering on holiday when we was in Cornwall a few years ago. And they were so good. She said, oh, can we give you some money? I said, no. Luckily, I had quite a few animation ones that hadn't got, that were still in their cases. And she says, you're a godsend. I said, I know what it's like. I said, even the adults, they like cartoons. I said, you can keep them. I said, you've helped me out because it's something I have now not got to declutter. And I said, you might find that there might be some adult movies as well, if you're interested. So I said, we'll do that. Although there was a clubhouse when we used to go to Cornwall, because we used to be out a lot, like Eden Project, Penzance, Mevagissey, Nuki, you name it, and we were away for 2 weeks. We didn't actually use the evening entertainment. Whether it be different when we go again, my son wants us to go to Haven in Cornwall, which is just around the corner from the site we normally go to, but I can't face Cornwall at the moment. I said that'd be something maybe for next year. Sorry if this is going to be horrendous, very long, but I'm sort of chattering, and I might have to put at the start, because I know I've had some messages saying, please don't talk so much when you're doing the haul, don't need it. So sometimes I put at the start Chatty mixed haul or whatever, so people have obviously can't come back and moan at me because I'm yapping too much. Right, charity shop. Yeah, 2 more DVDs. We actually watched both of these. I remember watching this years ago. I mostly bought these for Daniel. This is Tropical Thunder, and I must admit, the first time I watched it, I thought it was so silly. I did have a little bit of a giggle about it. It has so many celebrities in it. If anybody's seen this, comment below what you thought. As I said, it's one of those videos, I keep saying videos, I'm showing my age. I didn't mind it the second. We put it on originally. I think it was the same afternoon as we watched that other one, Rush. I thought I'd fall asleep in it, and I stayed awake. So there we are, and that was 50p. This was Mencat. This was Mencat, charity shop, and RV. This was another one we watched. We watched this one an evening when we didn't stay too late at the clubhouse. RV with Robin Williams, and that was 50p. I thought these were kind of cute, and you know, me and superheroes, I could only get 2 different ones. These are both DC. I'm not sure how much these would have been and where you get these from. I don't know whether it's something like McDonald's or something. I'm not sure. If you've seen these, I don't know. These were actually 50p each, and they look brand new. These are the sort of thing I can see even on a gift. As you know, I've done some Marvel and DC superhero sort of gifts. So that's one reason I've got these. So I've got Superman and the Flash. We are actually watched the latest Flash movie. So yeah, so I think these are kind of cute, and even our granddaughter's into superheroes. So 50p each. I couldn't actually pass these up. Again, these were men cat, and these were all from Yarmouth, if I didn't say. This was £1. This is a makeup bag. I actually bought this possibly for a granddaughter. I've said this before. I buy little cases, bags and everything. And this was £1. I think that is really sweet. Look at that. There is something in it, so I'm going to take it out because I put it in there. Hopefully it's not broken. No, it's not broken. Actually, I found the receipt now, but I remember because they've got all the prices on. So that is that, and there we are. That's the inside, in really good condition. I tend to like getting these for our granddaughter, you know, and put pieces in, maybe a brush, hair ties and things like that. Especially if she is here for any length of time, a day or overnight or a weekend, it's nice to have these sort of things. And that was £1. This is all from the same charity shop. I only went into one because sometimes charity shop prices do actually vary from what area. I went into a couple, I think, very briefly in Norwich. There was a couple of things I was going to purchase, but then we went golfing, you know, crazy golf and bowling, and I didn't go back because it got late and then it started raining. But Norwich I found a little bit more on the pricey side, although I did see some bargains but never picked them up. And yeah, naughty, naughty, naughty. I got this mug. It got hot stuff. It's actually Next. So there you are. And this was 50p. I didn't think that was bad. I'm going to promise myself I'm going to get rid of a mug, hopefully, because I think you can use this at any time. And it's just got Foxy on there, if you can see that out, and hot stuff. 50p. Amazing condition, like I said, and I do happen to got my receipt in there after all. I wonder where the receipt had gone, but luckily the prices were on the items. So for 50p, couldn't blame that. Sometimes, whether it's not brilliant, sometimes I've bought mugs from a charity shop and put, especially a Christmas mug or something, especially if you pick them up really reasonable, or car boot, and put candy canes in, chocolates, sweets or anything, and you can make a little gift. Especially close relatives, I do own up very often that it might not be brand new, but I've sterilised it, and I have this stain mug cleaner. Even if it hasn't got stains in, I tend to put a couple of teaspoons of it. I can get it from Wilko's. Used to get it from Poundland, but not so much. I think you can get it from B&M. Put a couple of teaspoons in there. Put your hot water in. Leave it a few minutes. Sometimes I leave it 30 minutes. Then rinse it out. It gets any stains. It sterilises it. So, you know, and then I can use them. So that was 50p. So that is like second-hand store off the market, and my charity shop haul with my mug. So that's that bit, and they were all from Yarmouth. I haven't got much left to show you from Poundland. I had planned to do a haul before we left or through the week, but it was just one of those things. I got some shorts, like sleeping shorts for Daniel. I think, I don't know, were they for £7 or £5? I can't actually remember how much I paid for these. £5, so that wasn't too bad, because he needed some more sleeping shorts. He's got most pyjamas, but sleeping shorts, because very often I buy t-shirts on sale, and I usually go extra large or a little bit larger in size because they're sleeping in, and I just match them up. So we just needed those short. So they were from Poundland in Yarmouth. We bought a lot of nibbles, crisps, drinks, because very often we used to get them out the freezer or the fridge compartments, bits and pieces, and then go and sit. Although we're not one for sitting on the beach, it's the like seafront sort of thing, and have something to eat and things like that. Right, I'm going to do the 2 items that I got from Norwich. I think these were the only 2 items I actually purchased in Norwich, and that was due to the fact it was the entertainer and it was on our way out after bowling. So these are, again, for Christmas, these are activities. These are activities. This one came up originally, I don't know whether it was 26 or 28 pounds, and it was down to £6.25. So I had a massive saving, and it's this one. And I thought these could be dealt with by, you know, a group. It's real clips from your favourite movies and TV shows, hundreds of top titles. And there is the back. So I thought it was one of these activities, hopefully, you know, a group of us can, you know, sort of play. So that was £6.25. So I didn't think that was too bad, because I know some games can run expensive. This one, I think, was something originally, I think it might have been about £12 or £15, down to, and I paid £5 for this. And it's this one. So this is cave painting, me draw, you guess. So basically a bit like, I presume, Pictionary. 1 must draw pictures, must show skill. 2 others guess pictures, try to understand. 3 get most points, be village cave painter. So, and there we are. So it does say 12 plus, but I think like our granddaughter could sit with one of the adults and play along with us. So I just thought, you know, a little bit of fun. We often used to play Pictionary anyway, and I thought for £5. So the contents is 1 scoreboard, 30 me guess cards, 216 ideas cards, sorry, 18 card stands, 6 player boards, 6 dry erase markers, 1 minute stand timer. So there you are. So for £5, I don't think that was too bad, you know, just for change. So for £11.25, I've got 2 lots of entertainment for Christmas. As I said, we do like to have our movie time, but I also like to do some form of activity. So these were from the entertainer in Norwich. Again, I don't know. We have got an entertainer here now. We've got another one open up, and I think we've got one in Milton Keynes. And have we got, oh yeah, and Corby's the one that I mostly go into. So that's that. So the last one, no, I've got 2 more stores, and I'm sorry. Hopefully I haven't lost you in this. So I'm going to do a couple of items I got from the range. Right, when we went into the range, this was at Phoenix Retail Park at Corby. We went to Asda, the Iceland Food Warehouse. Where else did we go? And the range. I was actually looking at more autumn stuff. I was going to treat myself to another pumpkin. But in the end, because I'd done most of my autumn decor before we went away, I've still got to do my autumn home tour, so that will be coming up shortly. I changed my mind. Instead of buying a pumpkin, I purchased this because I was looking at some, and this was £5.99, and the only reason I changed my mind was because I can use this all year round. And you know, I like greenery, anything, and this grey wicker pot, so this can go almost anywhere in our home. I can even dress it up if I wanted to with autumn ribbon, and also the black and white gingham nearly got it wrong. And this was £5.99. So I was going to spend more than that on some autumn decor. I have refrained from, except for some plates that I did in a previous haul a while back. I'm not actually purchasing any Halloween stuff at the moment because I'm not sure that I am actually going to decorate for Halloween. I might just leave my autumn decor up until well into sort of November, way into November sort of time. So this was £5.99. So I'm going to put a gingham bow, I think, on there, and I can have it almost anywhere. I do like greenery all around the home, and it's better to have artificial as well. I've only got one plant, and that's a spider plant at the top there, but maybe next year I'll buy some real plants. But yeah, these sort of things you can move about and everything. I haven't got to worry about watering them or being near decent light and things like that. So that was £5.99, and as I say, this is the range. I bought some stickers for my planner. These were 99p. This is the full collection, and I think these were really sweet, so I got those. I think they're really pretty. And then I hadn't seen this one previously. I've had these sort of like planner stickers and that previously. These was £2.29, which I didn't think was too bad. I think the previous ones that I've had were £1.99, so they've got to be shade. But what I like about them is the variety of stickers you can get for, you know, your planner, your diary, anything like that. I don't know where I'm going from here, but I promise it won't be boring. What's that one say? Real happiness is when you can accept that life isn't perfect. So as I said, you know, I do like these sort of things, and I like it because of the colours as well. So you've got all your sort of colour themed, if you do that sort of thing. It's more, I think, sort of summery. But then you've got autumn like that. So as I said, there's so many sheets here. I'm just so in love with this one. They did have another one, which I wasn't so keen on that one. And you've got all your little words, and then like picture corners and things like that. So I said a lot in there. We've got a page of flowers, and I do like these sort of things. Look at that. I still do my planner, although I will be sharing. I've done sort of week's planning when I come back, which I will actually share. That's got sort of all sort of themes on that one, but I haven't really been sharing my planners much. So, and I think those are absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, so plenty of stickers there, and there's a few more sheets there, and that was £2.29 from the range. I thought I had two stores. Right, two items. One is from Asda. I think it's this one, which is Blu-ray The Flash. It was cheaper than going to the movies. This is the latest Flash movie. I know it's had mixed reviews because Daniel said not holding my breath about it, but we thoroughly enjoyed it. I did as well. As you know, DC, I think this one might have been £15. But then again, we'll pay more than that for two of us to go to the cinema. And it was something we were going to go to the cinema and see anyway. And this one, it came from Asda. The other one, I don't know if this was £10 or £15. This is Blu-ray. Daniel purchased this one. This was from Amazon. He actually ordered it, I think it was the day before we came back. I'm sure it was, and then it came later the day we was back, so we had something to watch. So yeah, so I know I did say we weren't going to buy any more DVDs or Blu-rays, but there you go. So that concludes you know, sort of the entertainment in Norwich and the range, and that was in Corby. So the last sort of store I think I've got now is clearance bargains. You know how I like this store. This is at Corby. It used to do, and I always bring this up, it used to do a lot of you know, excess stock or discontinued stock from Argos, but it does from Habitat, it does it from Sainsbury's, Tesco's, a lot of different stores, plus a lot of other things, and it goes right across the board from gardening, TVs, kitchen appliances, bikes, toys, makeup, perfumes, you know, toasters, ovens, furniture, sofas, baby stuff, the lot. It's a bit hit and miss what comes in the store when you happen to go in. So that's what I'm going to do next. Right, so when I'm doing my sort of gift shopping, once it comes into the home, that's what I want to do when I've done my haul and everything. If I'm sharing that particular items, not everything I do share, because it depends what the item is and whether I want to share it, because I know for a fact maybe that person's watches my channel. I need to go back to clearance bargains. I do have an idea. I know the sort of things that my family do like. So sometimes, like I said, I might do a little package deal. Sometimes it could be just £10 as total for a family. Like I said, box of biscuits, tub of sweets, maybe a DVD, Blu-ray, and maybe, like I said, that jelly bean, you know, revolting tasting game, things like that. So that's what this is all about. So again, they had so many Blu-rays. This was £1.50. Not sure which son this is going to belong to. I've got to check my shelf to see. We have seen it, and I'm sure we have got it, but I've started collecting these for my eldest son. The only thing is, yes, we do get Disney Channel, but there might be that occasion that we do get rid of Disney. I don't pay for it. Daniel pays for it, same as Prime. So it's not a problem at the moment. So I do, if I find them really reasonable, I do collect them. And they tend to be Marvel, superhero, DC, that sort of thing, because they're the sort of ones that we watch over and over again. And this was £1.50, so I didn't think that was too bad for Black Panther. And these are all Christmas presents except for 2. Right, there's this one. Again, I might have a go at this one. I actually bought this for Daniel. It's only 73 pieces. Like I said, I did buy the Minions one, get it right. This is Toy Story. This was £3.99. These sort of things can be quite expensive. So I thought £3.99 wasn't too bad. The other one that I got from the works, I think was the same amount of pieces, and that one was £5. So that just shows you. I did pick up a London Bass one. It was a 3D one, bigger than this, in the shape of a London bus sort of thing, 3D. And I asked the assistant, I said, could you tell me how much it is? I had thought about picking it up and then just checking the price, but she came back £11.99. She said, that's expensive. She thought it was £4.99. She said, I am shocked. I said, well, I'll leave it. I'll come back maybe in a week or a couple of weeks to see if it goes down. Sometimes if they've got a lot of stock, they will slash the prices. I found that a few times. It just matter depending on when you go, if that makes sense. So I said, well, I'll leave it. I thought £11.99, that sort of thing, yeah, they can be £25, £35, but £11.99, even Daniel said that's quite a bit for clearance bargains. And I said, yeah, I'll keep my eye out for it. So I picked this one up. I haven't actually done one of these, so I understand, because he's done a couple now. They do have numbers actually inside the sort of globe, and you have to work from the bottom upwards if anybody's done these. But my family like them, and they're sort of things that we pass around. So that one was £3.99. I really wish I picked the other one up as well. It was the same one, because I could have passed it on to somebody. This one was £1.99. She had a lot. These were all in a trolley that she was putting out, and some of them were like oddments. And I said, oh, I said, would you just put those out? She said, yeah. She said, why are you interested? And that's when I picked 3 different jigsaws up. That one that I've just showed you. This one, Trolls, £1.99. Yeah, and I don't know whether I'm going to have a go at this one or give this to, you know, sort of my son, daughter-in-law and granddaughter to do. Do you know what I mean? I think it might be a little bit difficult for granddaughter, but there you go. Trolls. I absolutely love Trolls. They had the movie on outside in Case on Sea on their open sort of air stage, and I started jigging away, and we were supposed to be going for Burger King, and Daniel was like, "Mum, behave yourself." And you said, before you said, "No, I'm going to go and get Burger King, I'm hungry." Do you know what I mean? I think it's just those movies that you just jig along and sing along, don't you? As I said, I felt a real downer since I've been home. It was so much like a party atmosphere. The weather was excellent. It was just a whale of a time. Come back and you sort of go like that. So yeah, I've been having a difficult time of it, but I wanted to say get this haul done, and I do apologise. I bet this is going on for about an hour. So £1.99. Yes, regret not getting the other one. She had 2 in her trolley. If I see any more, I might pick them up because they can run expensive. This is the only Halloween thing I got, and it's not for myself. Don't know what some prices, I know what they were originally, and I've stated the prices previously, but I do not know. A lot of these didn't have the original prices on. You can always look them online. This is what I got for our granddaughter. It's the big box of Halloween craft. It makes 7 projects. Contents is card, paper, paper plates, ribbons, stick sheep, spit pines, pins, foam pom-poms, wobbly eyes, and fuzzy sticks, things like that. So it gives you an idea. And this was £1, and it's got JC Home, which I think is Sainsbury's. I'm not 100% sure. I did look it up, I think last year. I'm sure it's Sainsbury's. So I thought I'd keep that up for my granddaughter for Halloween. So I'm not buying an awful lot, but I will do a Halloween bucket. So that was £1. I thought I couldn't really grumble at that. Well, no, I've got 2 items left. This item might have been a little bit on the pricey side, but I think it would be quite expensive. It's another jigsaw, £5.99, and I'm gonna put this to myself from Santa. So maybe I should have said, I hope no little kids are watching this. Yeah, decoration. This is 1,000 pieces. This was £5.99. It's the Disney sort of Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Christopher Robin, Eeyore, Rabbit, and is it Roo is in there? Maybe? Yeah. So I thought that wasn't too bad for this sort of jigsaw. They can run quite expensive. I've got a sneaky feeling it could have been double that price easily. I umped and dahed, but I put it in my trolley. My sister says, well, put it in the trolley and then you can think about it. But I couldn't part with it. So I thought that's something I can do over Christmas. And that was £5.99. The last item, I umped and dahed, and actually it was Daniel said, Mum, if you want it, just get it. I haven't actually opened it, so I'm hoping, hopefully I'm not with the camera, I'm hoping this has come back in one piece, because I haven't checked it. And this was actually £2.99. These were quite expensive originally, and I'm praying that it is still all in one piece. Maybe I should have broke it out its packaging before I came on. It's been here a few days actually, and I'm just getting around to taking it out. Fingers crossed it's okay. It is an autumn decor, and I know I wasn't going to buy any autumn decor, but unlike Halloween, this can be out a lot longer. So let me see if I can get this out. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but I absolutely loved it. It's quite big. It's this sort of ceramic resin, do you call it? Pumpkin in this white and grey. And I thought this could fit anywhere. Again, this can go out. I know some people did their autumn decor in August. We were in a heat wave. We had a heat wave in September this month, and I haven't done, you can see I've got autumn sort of stuff around. I am going to do that, but I thought I can have this out from end of August all through September, all through October if I want, all through November even, and just leave it out, and probably even January if I want to, after Christmas. So this was £2.99. I think they were originally £16 or £18, I think. I'm not 100% sure now, and I don't know. I think it's, there we are, it's Habitat. So yeah, I'm not quite sure the price then. Normally it has what the original price was, and sometimes I take a photograph of it so I remember, but a lot of the prices weren't on there. But I just thought for £2.99, I thought that was a reasonable offer, plus it's a fair size, and with the colouring it can go anywhere. So I do apologise me sort of ranting on so much through this video. I'm trying to still upload most days. I might have a couple of mini breaks. Like I said, I had to catch up on all my holiday videos, get them edited. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.